Today we're going to cover a quick tutorial on Sparks and Transformers Forged to Fight. Sparks are basically a way to rank up your bots. You level your bots with the one type of resource. I'll show you that here with the Ore 13. This is how you will level up your bots, but then once you get to a point that they're at max level for their given rank, then you have to use Sparks to actually level them up. And there's really two types of sparks. You have a basic spark, and then you have a class specific spark. You can see here I have a number of, well, I almost have a fully formed T2 basic spark, which is something that is required by 3-star bots to level that to move them up to the next rank. And then I have a number of T1 class specific sparks are working their way up as you go to the inventory sparks section, which is what we're looking at here. Oops, sorry, you don't need to sell that. You can see how many fully formed sparks you have versus how many essences you have collected for a given spark and how close you are to actually creating a formed spark. So for example, if you look at my 2T basic spark, I don't have any fully formed yet, but I have 800 essences of 1,000. Once I get 200 more, then I'll have one fully formed T2 basic spark. So if you can take another look at my T1 tactician sparks, I have 3, and I have 5 essences stored out of 100 that's required to create a fully formed T1 tactician spark. And similar to other items, when you reach full inventory from your main inventory, then they throw them in your stash. You can see I have 2 additional Tier 1 Tactician Sparks waiting to be used, which is a good thing because, and as I mentioned before, I have a couple 3-star Bumblebee and Ultra Magnus. They're both Tacticians, so as you can see, when I go to upgrade, I have fully leveled him, Bumblebee level 10, full 10 out of 10, and for rank 1. So the next thing for me to do is take him up to rank 2, which then should allow me to go up to level 20. You can see here that I need at least 2 Tier 1 Tactician Sparks. So the good news is I have 3 in my main inventory and 2 sitting in the stash. So I have the total of 4 that I'll need to rank up both Bumblebee and Ultra Magnus. When you take a look at my 4-star Motormaster, you can see that from a rank up perspective, not only do you need a Tier 2 basic spark again, I need 4 of them. Then I also need 3 Tier 2 Brawler Sparks, and at this point I need tier 2, not just Tier 1, and then also need an Alpha Spark. So really there's a third type again of sparks that are out there. So now that you can see the different types of sparks and why you need them for the rank up effort, where can you farm them? So if you go to Fight, you'll see in the lower left hand corner a section called Daily. You hit the info there, complete these short missions to earn basic sparks, class spark essences, and class ore. So when you go in here, you'll always see spark trials. You'll be able to go after both the Tier 1 and Tier 2 basic sparks. The Tier 1 sparks are needed for 2-star bots and 1-star bots. But then you'll also be given Monday through Saturday a specific classes daily mission. So in this case, it's Monday, it's a Brawler Bash, and so I can go in and get a Tier 1 or Tier 2 Brawler Spark. And what's interesting when you go through these missions, for each enemy or opponent that you defeat, you'll be given some essences, and then they total with the total essences you get for beating the boss. I haven't seen that with the basic. Basically, you don't get rewarded any basic essence sparks until you get all the way to the end and defeat the boss. So anyway, this is the main way today in which you can farm sparks. From time to time, they'll throw in different missions, I'm sure, where you in different alliance events, etc., that you'll be likely be able to get different either basic sparks or class specific sparks. But for the time being, from a day-to-day basis, you can go through and use these daily missions together to farm the different types of sparks.